So remember, stage is already set. We have few months to go now for the 2024 Lok Sabha polls, and what is happening already is the NDA show off strength on one side and opposition meetings and huddles constantly on another. What does this mean? Remember, one of the busiest political days was yesterday when there were these separate meetings from Bengaluru and Delhi. Opposition parties announced a new name for their alliance and called it India. And with that abbreviation of INDIA, the reference to the new alliance name. Opposition parties will set up an 11-member panel. They will decide leadership, campaigning plan, seat-sharing formula for 2024. But Prime Minister Modi also then redefined NDA after holding meeting with 38 other allies and immediately launched a scathing attack at the opposition. Prime Minister Modi called the opposition parties coming together a moment of opportunism simply and a selfish move. A fresh political showdown, however, has erupted over the name of opposition, calling the name India of an opposition alliance, which was earlier being called the UPA, saying that using this word India is a reflection of colonial legacy. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa hit out at the parties and said while opposition opts for a colonial name, BJP will continue to work for Bharat.
लगभग 39 जो दल है प्रमुख, उनके सभी प्रमुख रिप्रेजेंटेटिव थे और सभी लोगों ने मोदी जी को विश्वास दिलाया है कि और जनता ने भी मन बना लिया है कि अब की बार फिर एक बार मोदी सरकार और 2024 में आदरणीय मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव होंगे और आज तक के सब रिकॉर्ड टूट जाएंगे।
मुझे गले लगाया, ये एक पिता ही इस तरीके से अपने बेटे को गले लगाता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं उनके साथ ये संबंध है जिसको उन्होंने भी हमेशा निभाया और मैं भी निभाता हूँ।
बैठक में तो रणनीति बनेगी और मोदी जी को बधाई देना होगा कि आपके पिछड़ों के, निषादों के, मछुआरों के और सभी जाति धर्म का नेतृत्व करने की क्षमता, इस देश के नेतृत्व करने की क्षमता आपके अंदर है और उन्हें उससे में अवसर मिलेगा। सारे बदल मिलेंगे आपस में, कैसे हम लोग इस जो जन कल्याणकारी नीतियां बनी हैं उसे धरातल पर उतारे गए हैं, कैसे हम लोग आपस में तालमेल मिलाकर फिर 2024 का जीत सुनिश्चित करेंगे और एनडीए की सरकार बनाने की रणनीति मिलेगी।
Prime Minister today said that it is a coalition of the corrupt that is taking place in the city of Bengaluru. Do you think they don't have a roadmap, the opposition parties? They only have one agenda, which is to remove Prime Minister Narendra Modi?
Exactly. That's what I said, that this entire, this battle that they have decided to fight, I mean, what is your thought that we want Prime Minister to be ousted? Your vision for the country is nowhere clear. What is it that you want to give to the nation if you get an opportunity to serve the nation, if you get an opportunity to form a government? So that is never spoken of. All they speak of is, we want Modi out of power.
The result of this meeting of the like-minded opposition parties clearly indicating that they are totally worried. Now, idea of India is totally disturbed by BJP government. We have to retain that idea of India. We have to value our constitutions. We have to value our common people's grievances. We need to have a common platform to fight for that causes. That is why we are all together here.
It is a fight for India. It is a fight by India, and India will win this fight. It's a collective effort. We all sat together. We all decided on names. Of course, Rahul ji spearheaded this. He justified why it should be India. He argued for it like he did in the press conference. And he said, the fight is for India. The fight is for the people of India. The fight is for the constitution of India. The fight is against all the atrocities that are being condemned on India. And which is why the fight should be NDA versus India. And in any battle that you pitch anybody against India, India.
So let's try and get a perspective on what does this really mean, and this, remember, is also about the poll bugle set for 2024. Joining me, Paulami Saha, who's been tracking all the latest coming in from this meeting in Bengaluru. Paulami, good morning. Should we say that this has already become a war of words? India versus NDA, India versus Bharat, and that shows that a lot of creativity is going in already, a narrative war that the sides are picking on.
Good morning, Pooja. Of course, there is, of course, a war of words quite literally that's happening as far as the sides are concerned. Now, the opposition parties of 26 partners, and as far as the opposition alliance is concerned, and as far as the NDA is concerned, 39 parties, including the Bharatiya Janata Party, are said to have participated in that meeting that the Prime Minister attended as well. Of course, the Prime Minister did not say anything about the name per se, but he in fact did not hold back at all as he attacked the opposition party, saying that this is a coalition of the corrupt. It is a politics of negativity, because the agenda for which they've come together is not the betterment of the country or for any other good reason. The reason is to oust the Bharatiya Janata Party. The reason is to oust Modi. And with that only sole negative agenda, they seem to have come together. And that is what they're working towards. He, of course, earlier in the day when he was speaking at a new terminal building launch as well, virtually addressing that gathering, he, of course, took pot shots again at the alliance and the opposition alliance, and said that they are a conglomerate of the corrupt, that this is all about dynasty politics, this is about family first, nation nothing. So the Prime Minister, of course, is hinging, as we've seen in the last few speeches, he's hinging his entire campaign on two definite planks, Pooja. One is the corruption plank, the anti-corruption rhetoric that the BJP will in fact go on as far as this opposition alliance is concerned. And the second is about, of course, dynasty politics, that all of these parties that have come together are only thinking about furthering their own family agenda.
Very interesting. Thank you so much, Paulomi Saha, putting it in perspective. What does this mean? So more than the real causes on the ground, it's also about playing with words right now. And that word play also shows us how the stakes are running high for 2024.